Hi guys, Vanessa and I have been trying to get on this Facebook Live, Restore Hope, on her page, and for whatever reason there's a glitch that I can't join her conversation and she can't join my conversation. So we are going, and I'm going to give y'all a few minutes so people can get on this. And Vanessa, if you want to tag your friends and then post this on your Facebook group, and we'll try it that way by sharing it. So Vanessa is an amazing person, and I met her through this company, and we are not only business associates now, but we're actually good friends, and she's just amazing. And she invited me to come to her page and share my story, which if you're watching this on my Facebook page, if you're my friend we've become friends because of this, you know my story. So I'm going to share this, hopefully to reach more people. And I believe Vanessa's from New York. And so I'm from Texas. I'm from New Braunfels, Texas. And I don't know that Vanessa's on here yet, so let me wait for her, and let me see if I can invite her. I think I tagged her. Let's see if she'll pop on so that she can, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to wait for Vanessa to get on here so that you'll see her, hopefully on the comments. But we have, our worlds have collided, and actually from something that happened to me, and I want to share a little bit with you how I came to meet her and know her. First of all, like I said, I'm from Texas, New Braunfels, Texas. I'm 57 years old. I'm happily married to an amazing man. He's my rock. I have 3 wonderful children and 2 adorable granddaughters. And I was a school teacher for 27 years, and I'm a school counselor now, and I'll be retiring this year, and I'm excited about that. It's been 35 years now that I've been in education, and I praise God and I thank God for giving me this blessed life, right? It sounds like a pretty great life. Well, everything that glitters is not gold, right? And I had to learn that in a very difficult way. I'll start my story there, and and it's important that I share my story because it is a story of hope, and Vanessa named this Restoring Hope or Restore Hope, and because it is about hope. She had her own issues that she had to deal with, and it seems, y'all, that all the people that I'm meeting are people who have a story, something that they've had to endure, but not only that, they survived it. And I'm here talking to you not as a victim of anything or you know, a pity plea, but as a overcomer. I'm here as someone who hopefully can bring you some hope through my story. How I was led to this company and these products is, as I was wrapping up my school year last year, I developed symptoms that led to a devastating diagnosis. In May of last year, I was told that I had 2 brain tumors, and one of them was a brain stem glioma that is incurable and it's inoperable, and all they can do is manage it and manage my symptoms. So it took a blow to everything that I knew. You know, my world changed, and I didn't know how to process all of that. But from the time that I shared my story with y'all, a lot has changed. And what I want you to know is that a diagnosis doesn't determine what happens to you the rest of your life, okay? And the reason I'm with this company, and the reason I'm taking these products, and the reason I've met these amazing people is because I have decided that the diagnosis is not going to determine anything for me. I am blessed. I was blessed before, man, and I'm blessed now. And it just so happens that it's something I have to deal with. But sometimes we are given a storm, and I wrote that on my Facebook post this past week because it was very powerful. Somebody shared it with me, that we all go through storms in our lives, and how we overcome them, and we can overcome them, is what you decide is going to happen next. So in this journey, and how I met Vanessa, I prayed and I prayed and I prayed over this. And I asked God to lead me to the right doctors, to lead me to the right treatment, to the right medicines, to the right people. And I laid everything at his feet. And I was confident that God was going to answer my prayer. And he did. He answered my prayer. Going to a neurosurgeon is scary. Going to an oncologist is even more scarier because, you know, when you think of oncologists, you think of cancer. And every time that I have an appointment, it's like a slap in the face to remind me that not everything is well in my life. Every single time I have an appointment, it's a reminder that I have to keep praying, and I have to keep being faithful, and I have to believe in God's amazing power. So as part of what do I do next after the diagnoses, I started researching, I started reading, I was trying to get my hands on everything I could regarding brain tumors, brain cancer, survivor stories, overcomers, because I needed to surround myself with positivity. The power of positivity is huge, huge. And on some of the Facebook groups that I was visiting, it was one on brain cancer, and I was reading stories of survivors and overcomers, and I was also reading stories of people who didn't survive and who died. And I would read the comments about this, you know, the people who loved them and how they were pleading for help, and they were pleading for prayers and pleading for answers. And I stumbled across one lady, or actually she stumbled across my comment, and we started talking, and she is also a survivor. She is a breast cancer survivor, and she shared with me some of the things that she was doing to help her body repair and restore itself. And y'all, God gave us these amazing bodies to repair and rejuvenate us, to heal us, and our bodies will do that if we take care of them like we should. The first thing the doctor told me was that I needed to prepare my body for what it was about to undergo. And I was supposed to eat lots of greens and lots of fresh fruit, and drink alkaline water to prepare my body to as best as I could. They put me on medicine right away. They put me on anxiety and depression pills, although I didn't feel that I was anxious and depressed, but they thought, you know, this is huge. You need to take care of your mental and emotional state as well. So I took them, and if you know me, I hate taking pills. I don't like taking pills of any kind. Along with that, I started reading up on, the types of foods that I should eat, and I started just reading and researching. And when Diane shared with me what, some of the products she was taking, my husband was a little hesitant. He said, "You don't even know who these people are. You don't even know what you're taking. Aren't you going to ask your doctor?" And I said, "No, I'm not. I'm going to take them, and I'm not going to tell them, because if they tell me to stop taking them, I'm not going to listen to them." And, my husband wasn't very happy with some of the decisions I was making, but I figured I prayed for this. I prayed for God to lead me. And to me, it wasn't coincidence at all that I met Diane, that I've met Jill, that I've met Vanessa. It's not a coincidence. I was meant to be there at that time and get the support that I needed. It's like the whole package. So I started. I started on the products, and we say we activate our body because that's what happens. Your body is activated by working on your cells and waking up your cells, and your cells start repairing and doing what they're supposed to do. And guys, most diseases are really cells gone wrong, gone bad, cells that are just not healthy. And that's what tumors are. And that's what a lot of diseases are. And so I started taking these products, and I take good care of myself. I take care of my heart and my brain by taking the omegas. I take care of my gut by taking the probiotic and a probiotic. And I learned that most diseases start in the gut. And if you take care of your gut, pretty much you take care of yourself. And how many of you have problems with indigestion or cramping or bowel movements, or just there's so much that happens in our gut that we now that they're making connections that if you take care of one, it takes care of the other. So I feel really good taking the probiotic. And I also started activating my body with the nerve activators. And again, those repair and rejuvenate my cells. So I'm taking care of my heart, my brain, my gut, and my cells. And I feel amazing. And I think the reason Vanessa invited me is because she has and knows people from her part of the world that need to hear that message, that not to lose hope and not to lose faith, and reach out and talk to people. And you will be amazed when you decide that that's not how your story ends. You will be amazed how God's going to lead you to the right people and the right medicines and the right doctors. And my doctors, I have to tell y'all my progress, because not just this company and these products, but everything that's been aligned in my favor, y'all, I am blessed. I am blessed beyond blessed. And my doctor, my primary doctor, she is amazed at my progress. And she said, and this is today, and that's why I'm excited to share this with y'all. She said, Edna, you look good. You're calm. You don't look anxious. Your blood pressure is perfect. She said, I don't even know what to tell you. And she said, we're not going to adjust any meds. We took you off of the anxiety and depression, and I said, I do not want to take these. I am really fine. And so they did. They weaned me off of those, and she asked me what I was taking, and I told her, and she just nodded her head, and she said, well, you're doing great. And this is also something she said. She said, doctors aren't always right, and we make mistakes. And I just looked at her, and I said, okay, I know, thank you, and off I went. And on Wednesday, when I met with the oncologist, he said, I don't need to see you again for another 4 months. And that was it. He said, your blood work is great. There's no new symptoms. And y'all, there are no new symptoms. This was 6 months ago that they found these brain tumors. 6 months ago. And I'm in a totally different place. I'm excited about life. I want to share this with everybody. I just, all of you that are asking me about the, what I'm doing in the products, and y'all are reaching out to me, and I'm reaching out to others, because I really believe this is a godsend. I believe that, I prayed for this. I prayed over it, and that was my answer. This is part of my answer. So my oncologist pretty much just said, there's nothing more I can do. And he said, I'm not about to put you through chemo and radiation on something that I don't even know what it is, because they can't go in there and they can't biopsy the tumor because it's on my brain stem. And so when you say that sounds scary, and it sounds very scary. And he said, we're not going to take chances. The risks are greater. He said, so we're just monitoring you. It's kind of the wait and see approach. So my husband and I left his office, and we were like, okay, here we go. We're just going home. And so there's no prognosis. There's no, you have 2 months to live or 5 years to live. They are baffled, and they don't know what to do with me at this point. And that's pretty amazing, because God knows what to do with me. God knows what he's doing, and he knows that if I needed a platform, I have one. I didn't know how to voice, I love God with all my heart. I didn't know how to reach out, when I pray and ask him to help me help others. By nature, I'm a helper, and, being a counselor, I just want to help, and I don't know how sometimes. And in a public school setting, you can't talk about God. You can't proclaim his glory and victories, but I can now, and I can here. And this company and these products are really a platform to give God all the glory. And y'all, that's amazing. That's amazing to me. I see my neurosurgeon on December 12th, and I expect good news as well. And, it seems like I'm just moving forward. I'm moving forward, and sometimes I even forget that I'm going through anything, because I'm living life. I'm happy, and I'm thankful, and I'm grateful. And, sometimes God sends us storms, and then he reminds us that there's a rainbow that follows that storm. And I'm in my rainbow, y'all. Whatever happens, and I am faithful that someone is going to be touched by this. I am faithful that God is talking to someone through this. And we cannot claim that these products can cure, treat, or mitigate disease. We can't do that, right? The FDA can't do that. But I'm going to tell you something. I can claim that God can cure, treat, and mitigate disease. Amen? And that's what he's doing for me right there. So y'all never lose hope. And if you've lost hope, restore it. And that's what Vanessa's message is today, restoring hope. And never, ever give in. And remember what my doctor said. Doctors make mistakes. Doctors aren't always right. And they're only human. And my other doctor, and I've got to tell you this because this is coming from doctors. And it's not about medicine or prescription. And I finally told them what I'm taking. And they're okay with it. And he said to me, some of the things that you're feeling, the headaches that I was getting, he said, and my blood pressure, sometimes it goes way up. And he said, Edna, what you are living is heavy. And I do not believe that it's your blood pressure, and it's not related to the brain tumor. It's anxiety. It's heavy what you're going through. He said, I'm not going to change your medicine, because the neurosurgeon was asking me to go back to my primary and ask them to monitor, and they had to put me on an ambulatory cuff for 24 hours. So last week I didn't go to work, but one day, they were trying to figure out what was going on. And the doctor said, I do not believe that it's anything related to your brain tumor. He said, what I want you to do is I want you to go home, and I want you to pray over that anxiety. A doctor said that to me. Go home and pray over that anxiety. And then he said, do you feel like you need something to help you with that? And I said, no, y'all just weaned me off of something and I don't want to take anything. I told him, but I am taking this product. And he said, that's good, keep taking it, because that works on your serotonin, which is a natural, almost, it calms you, helps you sleep. He knew what it was. I just left his office going, oh my gosh, because to me, this company and these products, it's a whole new world. And for the doctor to tell me, keep taking it because this is what it does, this is what this certain activator does, he is just validating that I'm doing something right. And today my doctor validated I'm doing something right. Okay, so, I'm not a doctor, I'm not anywhere close to knowing anything about the medical profession, but if y'all know doctors, nurses, chiropractors, any type of medical professional, talk to them about this. Talk to them. Let us know, let Vanessa know, let Diane know, let anyone who is involved that you want to look further into this, okay? Because these medical professionals that are out there, invite them. If you're not sure, ask them, what is this? Can you look at this literature? And don't be afraid. Not everything that heals you, or actually it shouldn't be synthetic. There's natural herbs and supplements and, the earth. God made us so that we could heal these incredible bodies. We have incredible bodies that help us restore and regenerate and heal. So you do your part now. You do your part. Take care of you. God bless you. And I'll see y'all after my next appointment. And love y'all. Bye-bye.